Well, we're very glad you're with us at HSN. I'm Chris Scanlon, and this is the final hour and a half of Holiday Host Pick. We work on this for the whole entire year, and this is the last hour and a half, and I am so blown away by this camera. It actually, are you ready for this? This camera, I'm getting ready to show you, actually won an Emmy Award. Now, let me say that again. I have never heard of a camera, I guess it happens, but I've never presented a camera that has won an Emmy Award. Not only that, this is a 30-time zoom. It's the most powerful that we have ever offered. Look at the zoom on this thing. It's crazy. 10 megapixel resolution, 30-time optical zoom, which of course will go back in, so it does compact in. Wait till you see how the screen, actually you can move it and pop it out and adjust it. I've never seen that on the SLR-style cameras. This camera also is a customer pick at hsn.com. If you have an HSN card or an HSN MasterCard, you can also get it with the VIP financing and divide it out over 9 months and literally turn it into 9 flex payments, if you will. So that makes it even more affordable to get home. And Jim Hunter's here with me, and we were talking about this before the show, and we were saying this truly is a professional camera with all these automatic modes also built in.
Exactly.
So if you are a true professional photographer and you want to do all the fancy stuff, it can do it. But if you still want an amazing camera that still point and shoot, it still will do that.
You know, this thing does so many features that professionals love. And it also has that SR auto mode. I'm going to talk about that real quick because this is not necessarily a beginner's camera, okay? And you see the price, you'll realize that, right? But if you look right here, there's something called an SR auto mode. And that means if you put in that SR auto mode, it picks the top 6 scene modes for you automatically. So it automatically adjusts the settings for you so you can focus on your subject, not the pitch, not the settings of the camera. So you know, don't get too intimidated with this, but this camera does things that I've seen that no other camera's done before out there. First of all, you're seeing the lens. We talked about that 30 times Fujinon lens. It's mechanical, which I mean by that is you're mechanically turning this yourself. Why do you want a lens like that? Because when you're in the record mode, we'll talk about the high definition 1080p stereo record mode, you won't hear a winding sound of a motor in the zoom process. That's great to know, okay? So that's very important. We got a pop-up flash, which is a high angle flash to give you some intelligent flash technology. It's got a hot shoe, so if you're a professional, you want to add more flash, you can do that as well. It's got a canted, check this out, controller here. When you're looking at it, it's canted so you can see it better and adjust it accordingly. It's got a push button for the high definition record and stop right there in the front, so you're ready to go. And we talked about that display. Now, that's a 3-inch tilt-style display.
That is so cool.
Very cool. No, this is very important. Let me tell you why. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to get up, and I'm going to move this higher, and let's say I want to take a shot of something way over here, and I can get my hand over a crowd and see my subject, okay? That is very cool. Now, as I lower back down, something else you're going to love that has a viewfinder, but not just a standard viewfinder. Watch this. Chris, you haven't seen this yet, is if you push this up to your face, and I'm just going to emulate my face going up to the lens, it's going to turn off the 3-inch display and turn on the viewfinder.
So you don't have to touch a button.
You don't have to touch a button. See right there? Now, what I love about that, it's a sensor right there. So what I love about this feature is because sometimes you're in the bright sunshine and you get that glare. Let me give that glare to you real quick.
And you're in a hurry.
And you can't see, and you're in a hurry to get your subject, and all of a sudden you get that right there you just saw, that shine, and it becomes point and pray, no longer point and shoot. You push your face right up to the screen, and now you have a viewfinder just like the professionals. Now, as you notice also, all the special custom settings are right here on the side. So you don't have to dig deep into the menu to get to it. This camera has a 10 megapixel CMOS backlit technology, one of the most advanced image sensors out there in the industry. So all the little special controls, white balance and aperture setting, everything's right here in the front. Now, I'm going to spin it back around, and we're going to go to talk about some features, showing you some photos. Now, there's features on this camera you've never seen before. I'm going to show you some photos real quick here. Now, we talked about high definition.
Wow, what is zoom?
Now, not only is this camera high definition, Chris, this camera is high definition 1080p, the highest resolution available out there. okay? Not only is high definition at 1080p, this camera has 2 microphones built into it to give you full stereo sound as you record. Not only the high definition with stereo, it actually has different frame rates. You know, most videos filmed at 60 frames per second, okay? This will go up to 1,000 frames a second. 1,000 frames a second. What's that mean to you? You can almost capture or stop a bullet in its tracks, okay? You can, if it can do that.
That's so fast.
You can, you know, your son swinging the ball or catching a pass, you can catch the ball in the air coming as they're catching it. You can get multiple shots. But here where it all comes together, real quick, this zoom is so important. This award-winning Fujinon lenses. Now, here's a case in point. You're away from this demonstration of shooting a Canon. You can barely see this Canon crew over here doing a nostalgic loading of a Canon, okay? Now, this was no zoom, okay? But if you had a camera right here that with 30 times zoom, you went from that to that with just a swing, just a twist of your wrist. And we're only talking about a 1/4 inch turn. You're really actually getting this type of zoom right there. Now, what's great about this is not only you're getting the Fujinon lenses and the zoom, you're capturing all the excitement. You're freezing everything in time. You're getting the feel. Now, what I'm going to show you real quick here is the combination of that zoom lens and that 10 megabyte CMOS. Now, you may say, Jim, I've heard of higher megabyte cameras out there. 10 megabytes doesn't sound that high. Listen, it's a numbers game sometime out there in the world of technology. And if you compare apples with apples, there's not just so much more pixels with the Fuji, with their backlit CMOS, it's better pixel technology, okay? And you're getting fuller resolution, higher resolution, you're getting all the detail, you're capturing it. It gets to the point where you can almost smell the sulfur from the black powder from this Canon.
Well, we have had this on the air before, and we sell it for $499.95. We were able to get this in for this holiday and take $100 off. $100 off. Those customers that went in and reviewed this and made it a customer pick spent $499.95 on it. So you have to understand, our viewers love this so much that they actually went in, and I just want to show it to you because obviously with the tilt screen and the fact that you can tilt it up, down, pull it out. Look at that. You can actually pull it away, up, down, move it in every type of direction you could think of. Or, of course, you just push it right back inside. The fact that you can take this zoom and do a 30-time zoom without having to add an attachment. The fact that it has the 2 different screens on here. So when I turn this on, it's got the screen here, but when I put my eye up, it automatically goes right to that screen inside. I take my face away, it goes to there. I put my face up, it goes right back again. This is such a cool, not only though are you getting this camera that is an award-winning camera that has every bell and whistle. We've taken $100 off. We're also going to include with this your USB cables. We're going to give you today 5 ArcSoft software titles are also coming with this. We're going to include the DVD slideshow, the ArcSoft media impression software. We're including our photo montage software, our ArcSoft print creations, the photo calendar and greeting cards. So all that software is included. And then look at the flex payments, $99.99. If you divide that over with the HSN card or HSN MasterCard, you can get it over 9 flex payments. And, you know, Jim and I were talking, not only the fact that this takes the most amazing pictures, it will take your video, has this great sound quality. On top of that, it will do 10 frames per second.
That's right.
In full resolution. It doesn't even back it off. Sometimes when they do the fast shots, they're not quite as good a resolution. This is full resolution that it will take this. I mean, the ability of this camera is so amazing. And you know what? This camera retails for almost $700.
Well, you know, Chris, if you were to buy an SLR camera, and just so you understand what SLR means, SLRs are cameras that these lenses remove, okay? And if you were to buy an equivalent of the quality that you get right here, you would need not only a wide-angle lens, and you would also need a mid-range lens, and then you would have a separate super telephoto lens. And by the time you priced all those out and attached it to your base, you're close to over $1,000, maybe $1,500. Now, people go, well, that's the good. This lens is so good and such a great quality, you don't want to remove it because it does everything for you so smoothly, so quickly. You don't have to lug the extra lenses around with you. And see, cameras are only as good as the lens you bought them with. You can't change them later on. There's also advantages over SLRs, is when you do remove those lenses, you expose the sensor. And that's when dirt and debris gets on that center and your image quality starts degrading. Not with this, it's built in. So that's very important to understand. But I want to show you this feature right here. You've probably seen this photo right here a second ago and wonder what in the heck is going on right there. This camera has features that no other camera I've ever seen out there, Chris. This is usually done in a studio and special effects. This is called multi-motion capture mode. And what it is it's a still like this, as a capture in time. This camera internally will take 5 different shots, okay? 5 different shots, and put them together and to create one single shot like that. This is a feel.
So cool.
It's a feel and an image quality you've never seen before. And I want to give you a real quick, just a couple more shots here on some photos here, okay? One more time show you the zoom, but I'm going to show you the low light sensitivity as well, okay? Here you are. You spend all this money to get your kids to go to band practice and learn an instrument, and years of driving them there, and you know they've got to the crescendo. They're senior year in school. They're in the band at the state fair, but you get there too late. And you're standing behind everybody that's out there, and you're just getting back at people's heads. I mean, I hate these shots. I always see these backs of people's heads. This guy must be a wonderful person, but I don't really want a photo of him. I want a photo of Jason over here, and here he is right there. That shot right there. You went from this right here to that right there with a twist of your hand. You got the shot.
30 times optical zoom on this.
Phenomenal.
With video, with, I mean, all of it built in. I mean, can you imagine that it will be this size? This is the size. And the screen is phenomenal. None like anything out there. Then the fact that it has that 30-time optical zoom right here in your hands, the double screens that are built into this, the 10 frames per second, it has, and the fact that you are going to love the quality of it. We've taken $100 off. You have to understand, we have already over 428 of these right now are spoken for. Very, very popular. It's a customer pick. We've taken $100 off and gave 4 credit card payments. And wait till you see this thing. This is so awesome.
We talked about the aspect of catching time, freezing time, capturing your subject. Here's that BMX bike rider there. Imagine if you had a camera that was fast enough to keep up with your subjects. Every time you click the button, you got the shot. You don't walk away disgusted that you didn't have the camera that you really wanted. You got the shot every single time, over and over and over again. That's this continuation shot mode where you're capturing shot over and over again. Most cameras are too slow to keep up with the action. They don't have the resolution. They don't have the autofocus technology to track moving objects. This camera has it all built in. This camera even has a feature, Chris. I don't have a slide to show you, but you go on holiday. You go to Rome, and you want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But there's all these people standing in front of it, too. But you want to get your family there. But all these people are walking back and forth. They're walking back and forth. And you want to get a picture of your family? This camera has something called motion remover technology. And what it does, it automatically takes multiple shots and removes the people that are moving from the shot, so you get your family standing there still.
And take the other people out.
Take the other people out. It takes so many shots, and it mixes them like a deck of cards till it looks perfect. This has something also called Panoramic Scanning. It's great for real estate people. They can do a 368-degree span of a room, and it scans it rather than stitching it together, doing multiple. You don't have to do multiple shots. It just scans like that.
It is. I wait till you see it. Yeah, I can't. I wish we had more time. I have so many host picks, but I wish that we had time. But I promise you, if what you've even listened to, even the last few minutes, it's still going to blow you away. What else this thing can do. But thank you so much, Jim. By the way, I do want you to know that here at HSN, we have our very own card, and we have our very own MasterCard. And if you want to apply for one today, you can get, if you're approved, another $10 off a single item at the time of purchase. So if you'd like to get an HSN card or HSN MasterCard, just call 1-800-695-1418 and get your own HSN card. And right now, though, we want to talk about my